When the internet was introduced to the world in the early 1990s, it didn't take long for it to become widespread. Like any good invention, it brought along some drawbacks, and one of the biggest issues was the dark web. As the internet gained momentum and expanded worldwide in the year 2000, the dark web also emerged, although it wasn't taken very seriously at that time. This was because conducting financial transactions on the dark web was challenging, and it was relatively easy to evade detection. However, a revolutionary event occurred for the dark web in the year 2010 with the advent of digital currency, Bitcoin. Bitcoin provided a fresh lifeline for criminals on the dark web, as it allowed them to engage in transactions without being traceable and without any affiliation with a government. This, in turn, led to the exponential growth of the dark web. One of the earliest and well-known websites on the dark web was Silk Road. Silk Road, named after the ancient trade route, operated as an illicit online marketplace and had over 100,000 customers from around the world during those years. This illegal website generated millions of dollars in revenue annually. On the other hand, law enforcement agencies and security organizations were actively pursuing the operators of this site, aiming to apprehend them. Finally, in 2013, they succeeded in capturing the main operators of Silk Road, leading to its permanent closure. However, the dark web had transformed into a haven for criminals. So after Silk Road, one dark web marketplace after another was established. Another notable website that emerged after Silk Road and gained prominence was Evolution. The Evolution system worked in a way that a buyer of drugs, weapons, or any other illegal items would contact Evolution, provide them with Bitcoin, and Evolution would take a commission and pass on the rest to the seller. Essentially, Evolution acted as an intermediary, and unlike Silk Road, the sellers were not listed on the platform. Thousands of criminals from around the world poured Bitcoin into Evolution's wallet to receive their ordered goods, and millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin remained in Evolution's possession. In the early days of 2015, when millions of dollars from illegal activities were in the possession of Evolution, the website suddenly went offline and never returned. The administrators of Evolution withdrew millions of dollars from illegal money and disappeared. After that, another well-known website named Agora emerged, but it also disappeared after a while. After that, various websites came and went. In 2017, a dark web website called Alphabay was created, which became a sort of dark web Amazon. They built a very powerful website that could accommodate hundreds of thousands of users and function like Amazon, where they could browse and make purchases. However, don't think they were buying clothes or shoes. Alphabay was selling all kinds of illegal items. Alphabay started in 2014 but became famous in 2017. The website's overall leader was a person who called themselves Alpha02. They didn't have a real name or surname. When this website started its operations, they were selling stolen credit card numbers. After that, Alpha02 saw that the website was gaining popularity, so they tried to sell more things. All kinds of drugs, illegal weapons, and various criminal services were offered on this website. Criminal services included hiring someone for money laundering, hiring someone to kill someone, or other illegal activities. Alpha02, as the manager of Alphabay, planned the website in such a way that neither the criminal seller nor the illegal buyer could be traced. That's why Alphabay was known as the most secure dark web website. From this period onwards, the Alphabay website became more powerful day by day, but other dark web websites also emerged and disappeared. By the time we reached 2017, Alphabay had reached its peak. It had around 200,000 regular buyers, and more than 40,000 sellers were members of this website. At this time, Alphabay became the most famous dark web website and advanced in this position. It went higher every day, meaning a few months after 2017, it had more than 300,000 active members. In this website, illegal transactions worth more than $500,000 were conducted daily, and Alpha02 would take a commission for every deal. Each transaction had to pay a 4% commission. Therefore, Alpha02 was becoming wealthier day by day. In situations like this, when a website gains such notoriety, governments usually want to know who is behind it. Finding the needle in the haystack of such organizations is not an easy task for any police officer or agency. This is where the FBI and DEA investigators come in, searching for Alpha 02. DEA stands for Drug Enforcement Administration, which is responsible for combating drug trafficking. But how do they start their work? Typically, they enter the Alpha Bay website as various buyers, engaging in all sorts of transactions to see if they can gather any leads. However, no matter what they buy or sell, they cannot find any leads. They realize that Alpha 02 is much more intelligent than that and does not give them any opportunities. Until one day, while one of the DEA agents was busy searching on their computer, they suddenly received an email from an unknown person. This email led the DEA agent to discover Alpha 02's original email. But how? Inside this email, they found one of Alpha 02's old emails. These were the emails Alpha 02 would send to customers when they first established the website, welcoming them to their platform. No one knew who sent this email to the DEA agent. Many speculate that it was either Alpha 02's main rival or one of his enemies. Regardless, the email had been found. Pimp Alex Chatundiwan, hotmail.com. This created excitement within the FBI and DEA. With the help of this email, they could even find a picture of Alpha 02. This person's real name was Alex. The number 91 in the email provided them with a clue, suggesting that he was likely born in 91. Estimating the year of birth, the photo, and the nickname Alex made their job much easier. They precisely understood who this person was. Where he was born and raised became apparent quickly. His name and surname were Alexandre Cazes, and he was born and raised in Quebec, Canada. However, having all this information did not lead to his arrest because he was not in Canada, and they did not know where he was. Now the FBI had to find his location. With the resources at their disposal, they discovered that he was a software engineer and had a small software company in Thailand. They also found out that his wife was Thai. They were getting close to the dark web kingpin, not only with the assistance of the Thai police, but also with the cooperation of the Thai government. They soon realized that he owned 3 luxurious houses in Bangkok. As they got closer, they saw the lavish lifestyle he was leading. These 3 luxurious houses, along with the extravagant cars like Lamborghini Aventador and Bentley, revealed everything. Everything about this person had been exposed, and they knew his every move. However, they didn't want to arrest him quickly. That's why they were tailing him to see what he was up to. Most importantly, they wanted to catch him while his computer was still unlocked. Otherwise, he wouldn't give them his password. They wanted to apprehend him while he was on his website. Finally, on July 5, 2017, an opportunity arose when he let his guard down and had no idea that many agents were after him. When night fell, a Thai undercover policewoman in a Toyota Camry approached Alex's house. She pretended to make a wrong maneuver and accidentally hit the metal door of Alex's house, causing a loud noise. Alex heard this noise and came out of the building, going to the door and asking, "What are you doing, ma'am?" Suddenly, 5 agents jumped out from behind the Toyota Camry and tackled Alex to the ground. They handcuffed him from behind, while a few other agents rushed into Alex's room and saw that his laptop was open, making everything evident. They also arrested Alex's wife, but not for any dark web-related charges. Instead, she was charged with money laundering, since they discovered she had no knowledge of her husband's activities. However, her involvement in money laundering was evident, and she was arrested. 1 week later, on July 12th, Alex either committed suicide in prison or was killed. It is unknown, and no one knows for sure if it was a suicide. The news portrayed it as the dark web king's entry into history. Since then, the Alpha Bay website went offline. However, there are still numerous other illicit websites, but none of them have managed to gain the recognition of being the dark web king. Because until now, none of them have experienced such growth.